Hi, this is SAP APO trainer from Uplatz. Till now, I covered the configuration part. Under the configuration part, I completed up to creation of master forecast profile. And today, I am going to start about proportional factors. Sorry, today the remaining today I am going to start about features, the important features of SAP APO DP. We have important features like macros, alert, life cycle management. These three These three I am going to cover in the configuration part. For today, I will take care about life cycle management. Okay. Before going to start the life cycle management, let me recall till now what I covered, which means that up to forecast profiles. I will show you a glance. I will show you a glance. Let me start. Now I'm going to connect my remote connection to access this to do the configuration part. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm sorry, I'm typing a wrong password. That's why now it's connected. Okay. Um, okay. Yeah. In the configuration part, the first step is the creation of the model and version. The T code to create the model and version is action slash SAP API slash MVM. We have SAP recommended standard model as a 000, standard version of 000. Model represents the master data to do planning in the master data of the planning master data, which is involved in the planning. Version represents the transactional data which involves in the planning. We can create a number of versions under single model. Apart from 000, whatever planning versions we created does all belongs to the simulation purpose, simulation or testing purpose. Under but 000 is a standard version. Whatever data is present in the demand planning, that should be assigned to a standard model or standard version 000. This is about the modern version. The next is storage bucket profile and time bucket profiles. Storage bucket profile is usually how we want to save the data in the planning. While doing planning, how you want to save the data. The T code to create the time bucket profile is // SAP /tr32. This is a one create one. Here I'm going to save my data in week and month. Here we can origin whatever date we can give. This is not a problem. It's better to give it as a five years past and 5 years in future. It's a good practice. Time bucket profiles. Time bucket profiles means how business want to view the data. How business want to view the data, which means that business they would like to they would like to review the forecast in month wise. They want only 2 months data. They 2 months forecast data, but the 2 months they want in the weekly. Sometimes they want in the month and week combination. To fulfill that requirements, we are going to time bucket profiles. The T code to create a time bucket profile is tier 30. These which we already created monthly 24 months. This is a monthly bucket, which means that they want to which means that it will show the all data in month wise. Weekly buckets, this will show the 8 weeks data, and month week. It's a combination of month and week. For 20 it will display 24 months, but first 2 months it will display in weeks. Okay, then next the next is MPOS, master planning object structure. The master planning object structure is a structure to maintain the master data. Okay, MPOS is a structure to maintain the master data. Whatever fields available in the structure are nothing but the characteristics. Okay, whatever fields we maintained, in the MPOS, there is nothing but characteristics, and the values. Okay, sorry. Let me give small definition of characteristics. SAP employs objects called characteristics to enable navigation, planning, and reporting of data. Okay. Okay. Whatever the values assigned to the characteristics are called characteristics value combination, and those are the master data for that MPOS. And those are the master data for the planning. Okay. The T code to create an MPOS is //SAP APO /MSDP admin. This is which I created early. This was UPN. Okay, which I'm going to display, which I created earlier. Okay, here we have the maintained characteristics as a structure MPOS fields. The characteristics are brand, customer group, location, product, production type, sales organizations. These are the standard characteristics. In most of the places we find these characteristics commonly. Apart from that, we can use any apart from that, we are going to use the different characteristics also. But these are the main characteristics we are using in most of the projects. That's why I took these characteristics. And what are the values assigned to this characteristics? Those are nothing but the characteristics value combination. In the simple term, we can tell it as a master data for the APODP. Let me display, execute. These are the characteristics value combinations. Okay, these are characteristics value combinations. Let me create some characteristics value combinations. Why? Because by creating the for next sessions, it will be helpful for me. For life cycle planning, we can for life cycle planning, I'm going to use this characteristic CVCs. But we can do the life cycle planning with existing characteristics with existing CVCs. But it is better. But for the convenient purpose, I'm using this. Okay. And I will show how. Here I'm going to show how we create the CVCs also. Creating. Characteristic combination. Create manually. This is one way to create it, and another way to create is also simply right click, maintain, create infectious combinations. Here brand B1. Here I will show one error also here while doing planning. Then you get to know what's the use of this consistency check. Okay. Okay, I created. Let me see what I created. Execute. Okay. L1, L2, L2 product. Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay, good. Okay, this is how you can create the characteristics CBCs in the M person. Let's come to the planning area. Planning area is planning area is a structure to maintain the transactional data. Uh, the fields here the fields which we maintained in the planning areas are nothing but the key figures. Nothing but the key figures. Under the planning area, we have to assign MPOS storage bucket profiles. That's why for that reason planning area is a main part of the APODP. Which means that it's a high level. It's a high level in the APODP. Here we have fields as the key figures. Whatever values available for the key figures that are called a transactional data. Okay, why you are always considering master and transactional means here we are doing the planning under master and transactional data combination. Due to that reason, we are going to generate with the due to the reason we are going to consider this master data and transactional data. Okay, fine. This is about the MPOS in the planning area. And next, creation of the planning book. Why you are going to create the planning book? The reason to create a planning book is to get this interactive planning screen. To get this interactive planning screen, we are going to maintain the planning books in database. Due to that reason, we are going to the why because most all business peoples and developers will view the final result in this screen only. This screen only. To get this screen, we need to maintain the planning book and database. This simple thing. Okay. Then next, master forecast profiles. Why here master forecast profiles is to generate the forecast. Come to the one point. Come to our life cycle, DP life cycle. Come to our DP life cycle. In the DP life cycle, it represents the first step is getting historical data from ECC to APO. That is the first step. Second step is a correction of the correction of the history data. And third step is generating the forecast. To generate the forecast in the APO DP, we have to create the forecast profiles. Okay. To generate the forecast, to generate the statistical forecast in APO DP, we have different methods like univariate method, MLR method, and composite method. But 99% players are going to use univariate method only, and I covered univariate only. Under univariant, we have different algorithms to generate the statistical forecast. to maintain all these things, we need to maintain the forecast profiles. Okay. The T code to maintain the status quo forecast profile is MC96P / SAP APO MC96P. Here we have to give the planning area. These are which are our own created. These are under the master forecast profile, you have to maintain the univariant profile. In the univariant profiles, we have different algorithm models among the history values. Among the history values, we need to we are going to select the different algorithm, which is nothing but the forecast strategies. It according to the history values, we are going to take the different forecast strategies. Okay. And why this why it's why this statistical forecasts are preferable rather than others? Why? Because it has different models to generate the statistical forecast according to the history values, and in the meantime we have forecast error fields. Here you have forecast error fields, which gives for example, if you select the wrong model with that history, here we get the wrong here we get the error values as high, which means that this model is not suitable for this history value. Then we can change the model up we can change the model, and up to we get the satisfied error values. Okay, this is one option. This is one extra. This is one feature we have in the statistical forecast profile. And another one is a fine tuning. Which means that let me show you there. Let me show you on the screen. It will be good for us. Here, what I'm doing is /SAP APO /STP94. Let me show guys the APO is my created. APO. Here I'm going to take what. Okay, no issue. Okay. I already have the values on for brand level. For brand level, I have all the values. Now I am going to create the values for product level. Product. Select the product, and it is all products which I have. P1, P2, P3 I have. Here I am selecting the product. Yeah, already product. Okay. Here I'm going the history. Like I'm just going to distribute. True. 11, 2020. Sorry, 10, 2020. History values is 1000. Equally distributed. Okay. The value gets distributed. Okay. Now I am going to generate the forecast for the product 2. For the product 2, just click on this generate forecast. Okay. Now I get the forecast value as see, these are my forecast values. I receive 1000. Okay, why? Because the history is also same. History is the same. That means 1000. That's for that reason I get the history forecast value as 1000. Here I can change the profiles also. See if I select the auto models. So no, I don't want. I want some other model. We can select here. In the meantime, Okay. Here, if I select some other model, see we have here a field as forecast error values in the real time. But here also we can display the forecast errors. We had to do some settings here. We can see the forecast errors here. Let me do the settings to get this forecast errors. It will take some time. What is that? STP8B. Planning. Yeah, for monthly. I would like to put change for the monthly. Sorry. Okay. Still display. Change. Okay. Monthly views, key figures. Characteristics, key figure attributes. Okay. Okay. If you see here, in these options we have to say we have the options to select the different profiles. Under that profile, so we have different types of forecast models. That means here we selected which model? Constant model. Here we select constant model. But I get the wrong values. That means I get the wrong. I get the here I get the forecast values. It's not satisfied. It's not satisfied. But user don't want this. User don't want to see this. User don't didn't satisfy with this. Then we suggested the user. Then we're going to selecting another model until we get the forecast until we get the satisfied forecast error value. Then up to that we have going to say the different models. Okay, this is a features what we had. And in the parameters, see if we change the values. See if you here the values, whatever the values we have maintained here. These are all the parameters. These parameters will help you calculating the values for these three key figures. See, to generate the forecast, we need history. But in the background, they are doing some function at least. This is not directly going to generate the forecast. First of all, it generates the basic value, it generates trend value, then the seasonal value, then it generates a corrected forecast value, then expose forecast, then finally forecast. To perform all these activities, which means that basic, trend, seasonal, corrected forecast, exposed, some background work is going on, which means that some formulas are there. Some formulas are there. With the help of that formulas, in that formulas, these fields are this plays a crucial role. Alpha short value. In the simple term, you can tell it as a alpha, beta, gamma. These three, these parameters will play a crucial role. If I change the, this value should be 0 to 1, in between 0 to 1 only. It will be allowable. Apart from that, it will not be allowable. That due to that reason, here we are maintained as a system is maintained as 0.10, 0.50 like that. We can change it here. And but due to these changes, we can get the accurate forecast values. This is a fine tuning option we have in the generational statistical forecast. Okay, this is about the generation of statistical forecast. Now I am going to start life cycle planning. One of the future of the SAP APO demand planning is a life cycle planning. Yeah, life cycle planning. The life cycle planning. Let me give some small brief description. Okay. Life cycle planning. If a product life cycle consists of different phases. A product life cycle consists of different phases. Those are launch, growth, maturity, discontinuation. Okay. For example, see, for some products, not for our products, for some products, we have a graph like that means it's just launched. This launched. After some year, the sales are increasing, and after some years, it will get into a constant rates. Then after that, we don't want this product. We want this continuous. We don't do this. For example, phones, mobiles. I consider iPhone. iPhone company launches some, okay, iPhone SE. Initially, the sales is like this. Sales is like this. And they want, after some years, the sales will grow and it will get stop here. Stop. Finally, we're going to the discontinue. Which means that, see, in the app, for example, Apple launches different series year by year to increase the demand for the new coming series. They want to decrease the sales for the old thing. It's a business. It's a business technique. That means business people want this product for certain particular period, and for certain particular period. After that, they don't want this. They don't want this product. At that time, we can use this life cycle planning. Okay, that is one feature of the life cycle planning, which means that if you want to maintain a product for some period of time, and you don't want the product after that, we don't want the product. If you want to discontinue this product, the time you can use this life cycle planning. And another way is this path. This is what we launch, growth, maturity. This is called phase in and phase out. It's called phase in and phase out under life cycle planning. Okay. And another one, if any new product, see if for example, I maintain product P1 in L1, and I am going to introduce one new product with the name of P like. It's a new product. It's don't and in allocation one, I would like to introduce this product, but I don't have history. I don't have history for this P like. This is a newly launched product. In that case, if I generate the statistical forecast also, I don't get the values. Why? Because it don't have the history. I want to generate the forecast for this type of product with the help of life cycle planning. I'm going to consider the same properties product history data. Let me elaborate. P like is a new product which don't have history. Under location 1. Okay. The location L1. I would like to launch this product in under location 1. P1 already have forecast values under location L1. Okay, P1 already have forecast value under L1, which means that it has history. It has history under L1. Okay, it has history under L1, which means that P1 has a history under L1. P like, which is a new product I would like to launch in the L1, this don't have a history value. Now I want the forecast value for the P like. To generate the forecast for the P like, it consider similar property product, which means P1 under location L1. Okay, P like it considers similar properties products, which is nothing but P1 under same location, which means that P like is a new launch product. It don't have history. To generate the forecast for the P like, it takes the history values as P1's history. It considers P1's history values as the P like. That means P like product considers the P1's history values and generate the forecast. This thing whatever considering the similar product history, these are all things we had to done under life cycle planning, and this all thing called as like profile. Okay, this is about the simple. This is about the introduction for the life cycle planning. Before going to start in the configuration part, let me introduce some steps. Let me say this is basic steps. This is a basic steps to do the life cycle planning. Steps for planning. Number 1, activate the life cycle planning option in master forecast profiles. Number 2, create new CVCs. It is optional. We can create a new CVCs, or we can generate the life cycle planning for the existing CVCs also. It is not a matter. But here we are going to create new CVCs for the convenience purpose only. It's not a mandate. So that's why I put it as optional. Then life cycle planning steps. Then life cycle planning. Under life cycle planning, we have to do basic settings. Create profile. Define the profile. And then check results. Like screen. Okay. Let us start for the configuration part. First of all, what is the step in the configuration part? Activate the life cycle planning option in master forecast profiles. While creating master forecast profile, it will ask there is one option like life cycle plan active. But normally, while creating the forecast profile itself only, we are going to select that. In the last session, I didn't select it. Why? Because I had to show that option now. Due to that reason, I didn't select that. Now but normally at the time of master forecast profile, at the time itself only, we are selecting this life cycle plan active. Okay, just remember this point. Now I'm going to activate that option under master forecast profiles. The T code to access the master forecast profile is //SAP APO /MC96B. Okay. See life cycle planning active for this profile. For this master forecast profile, I'm going to select the life cycle planning. Okay. Save. Now, second step. The option is option. But here we are going to see create space for convenient purpose. Now I'm going to create a CVC. The process. See how there are so many methods. There are two methods we have to create the CVCs manually. Number one is, first of all, we have to go into the T code //SAP APO MSDP admin. Select the MPOS. Under MPOS, ZAP, right click, characteristic combination, maintain, create sync character. This is one type. Okay. Here I'm going to create product as a P like in the location brand as P1 product to PG. So it's good. The same way, I'm going to select P in out. Okay. Okay. Yes, second step is completed. It's optional step only. It's optional step only. We can do the life cycle planning for the way it's already is there. Okay. Now third step is the life cycle planning. To access the life cycle planning, we have T code and we have the menu path also. The process is APO demand planning. Planning nothing. Sorry, I'm sorry. Environment. This is the path. APO demand planning, environment, and environment life cycle planning. Or we have the T code as //SAP APO /MSDP underscore HCST1. Okay. Under this, the simple configuration part only. First of all, it asks about the planning area. Just give our own create a planning area. CAPO. Okay. First of all, what is the first thing under this? Basic safety. We went into the life cycle planning T code. The first thing is Just a minute. Just my battery is low. Just a minute. Let me touch. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm back. Okay. First one is the basic settings. Select the basic settings and execute. This is the basic setting. Here in the basic setting, under what level we are going to do the life cycle planning. Okay. Up to 6 characteristics levels, we can do the life cycle planning. Whatever characteristics we have in MPOS, but under 6 characteristics only, SAP APO systems allows to do the life cycle planning. Okay. I would like to proceed with the product and location. We can select remaining also. If you want to do for brand, product group, sales organization, it depends upon all the business. Business will give this information. Okay. Now I'm not normally taking the product and location. Okay. First thing is over. The next is create a profile. I'm going to create a profile. First of all, I would like go with the like profiles. Then I will take care of the phase in, phase out. First of all, I'm going with the like profiles. Just I click on the like profiles. Okay. For which characteristics I would like to go for life cycle planning. And initially, I told I'm going to generate the life cycle planning for the product level. And I already for that reason I created a P like as one character, P like as one CVC, and P in P out as another CVC. Here I'm going to select the characteristics as a P like product. I'm going to select it as a product. Okay, for the product I'm going to do the life cycle planning. Just give the life cycle life profile name as you wish. I'm giving it as a UPL. ZAPO P like with any name, no issues, but okay. This is not a good CAPO underscore P like. Okay. Very nice. Okay. You can give it description as anything. Here, the reference, it has a reference value, which means that to avoid this confusion, just let me have a like profile. Okay. Okay. Now there is no confusion. See here in the creating the like profiles, I am in the profiles. I am going to give the reference values. I am going to give the reference values, which means that I would like to refer the P1 history for P like CVC. Here I am giving the reference values P1. Okay, these are the characteristics what I have. These are the products. Here I selected as the characteristics as a product. That's why it displays whatever products available in my planning area. It displays all these products. Another time I would like to go for the P1 product. Just select it. Okay. Here action. Here action is it will ask for the average sum, a creation of total. If it, let me explain this later. Here is a percentage. This is a percentage. I want the 100% history. I want the 100% history, or if you want 150 or 200, it's your choice. It will be given by the business. Here I am selecting as a 150. That means 150%. Okay. This action fields which represent we can see here I refer I take the reference value as RP1. If business wants another reference value apart from P1, they want to consider some other product, some other product reference values also, they can take it here also. And here we can take as an average, which means that average of this history, sum of this history, that some value is assigned to that P like CBC. If you select that sum, if you select the average of these two products, it's assigned to P like product. This is the use of this field. Here, anyhow, here I'm going to select only for one product only. That's why I'm selecting here anything it will not impact. Okay, save it. After saving, it will move to here. Execute. I'm sorry. Yeah. Done. Then we'll check the results in the entire domain plan screen. //SAP STP 94. Okay. Select P like product. I'm going to select the P like product which don't have history. Under location one. Oh, it's not an issue. For this, I don't have any history. Check the history values here. I don't have any history for this field. For this, especially for this product, I am considering P1 as a reference value. For P1, I have a history as 1000. I have a history like that. Okay, just remember these words. Okay, I completed the basic settings. Then I have to make the assignments. Execute. Here, I have to do the product. In the basics, what you did, we given the reference value, which means that I given as a reference product as a P1. Now in the assignments, what I'm going to give this reference value applicable for P right. Under which location? I would like to follow L1 location. Okay. What is the like profile? Here I'm going to for the like profile. That's why I'm going to select the like profile only. This is my create like profile. And do the assignment. Enter. Execute. Done. Okay. Now check the results. SAP 94. Here I'm taking two products data just to avoid the P1 and P like. Under location L1 only there was select a location under L1. That's why I'm here taking as a location L1. Execute. Just first of all check what are the histories available. Here the history available is 500 for P1. Okay. And there is no history for the no history. Here no history. For no history, if I generate the forecast also, it will be 0. But for the P like, it will not be happen like that. Why? Because here considering the history values, P1 as a history values, P1 history values as a history values. Why? Because due to the life profiles, due to the life cycle planning and the life cycle, you create the life profiles. Due to that reason, it didn't consider it consider the history values, P1 history values as a history values for P like. Okay. Initially it's a blank. Now I assign the profiles everything. Here I'm going to generate a statistical forecast for especially for the P like. Just select this product, univariant. Now you get the results like this. See, for P1 product, the history value is 500. Let me save it and show you the difference. Then you get one understand. Let me load all this. Product location. Fine. But it in all. Okay. Then I want to see on the history, and that is more than enough. History and that is more than enough. Okay. See, the history for the P1 is 500, 500, 500, 500, 500. For P like, we don't have history. To generate the forecast for the P like, system consider the history values of P1. And here we get the forecast of 750, 750, 750, 750, 750, 750. Why you get a 750 here means the time of profile creation. See, at the time of profile creation, here I selected the average as a 150%, which means that 500 is a history for P1 L1. For P1 L1 conversion, for P1 history is a 500. Here I consider as 150%. 150% means plus 20. 500 plus 250, 250 plus 500, 50%, 500 plus 250, 750. 750 is a history value for P like. If I generate a statistical forecast for the P for the history P for the history 750, then I get the forecast value as 750, 750, 750. Clear? Okay. This is about the like profiles, which consider simply we can consider the like profile as a if any new product get launched in the market which don't have history, to generate the forecast for that new product, it considers the similar properties product history as their history and generate the forecast. This is in simple term you can see that. Now we'll go for phase in, phase out. This is our light profile. Now I'm going about go to phase in, phase out. The phase in, phase out, the basic settings. Yeah, phase in, phase out. I already discussed phase in, phase out means if you want to launch the product and if you want to launch a new product and we have to maintain the product for the particular time of period. After that, we don't want this product. In that cases, we have to use this phase in, phase out. And in phase in, phase out, we have launch, growth, maturity, discontinuation. These are fields we have. Okay. While creating while doing the configuration part is the same which we created for the like profile, like activating life cycle planning in the master file. We already activated this one, and CVCs we have already created another CVCs. It's optional only. Life cycle planning steps are basic settings, create profiles, assign the profiles, run the check and results and internet. That's it. Which are the same steps what we followed in the live profiles. These are here also we had to achieve. Okay, first of all, I'm creating the profile. First of all, I'm creating profile. The time series. Time series is nothing but a planning area. Planning we have provided the time. Sorry, we have provided the planning area. Then give a name. CAPO underscore P in out. Description. Phasing. Phase out. Okay. In phasing fashion, see, I would like to start a product in this date. Up to this date only, I want. After that, I don't want. Which means that, for example, I would like to maintain. I would like the forecast from for that product for a particular product from January 2021 to December 2021. After that, I don't want this product. Okay. This is the case. This is a scenario. Here, I'm going to start it as from 1st 2021 to 31. Okay, up to December, I want this one. Here, it as monthly on normally see monthly. Here get the see. Here we get the here we get the 12 months periods, and here we can maintain the various heroes also, which means that see, first of all, my sales will get increased, and it will increase slowly. Then at a certain point, it will get constant. Then after that, it can slowly get discontinued, slowly get reduced, and finally it get vanished. Like that, business wants to see the business wants the forecast like this. Okay, this one we have to maintain here for 20%. 20% for month 2, 40, 60, 80. If you don't anything, it will take as 100%. 100%. Okay. 90, 100. Here I am here I didn't give anything. If I didn't give anything, it simply takes 100. For 130, I want 150. It will change here. 150. For 150, 100, 60, 30, 0. Okay. Just I'm executing. So I didn't save this. That's why. First of all, we have to save it. Otherwise, it will not allow. Before saving, I click on the execute. That's why the algorithm went off. Before started up. Yes. Before started up. Executing. Okay. I create the profile. Now the step is the assignment. I'm going to assign the profile. For which product I want to do this phase in, phase out. Under which location I want this L1. In the phase in, phase out profile, I'm going to give my phase in, phase out profile. Phase in profile, phase out profile. Okay. See, if you see here, here in the phase in profile, I maintain as if SAP APO PNP out. In the out profile, see, for example, see, sometimes we get the request like the product is maintained for some period and it will get to reduce. It will get to discontinue. I don't want product after that. But from starting onwards, my sales is like this. After some time, I don't want this product. I don't want this. Sometime sometimes I have sales like this. I want sales like this, and it will be go on and the stop here. Means we can do phase in or phase out or both we can do. Okay, like this, like that we have to be take care about this. Like that we are going to get the settings and see the results here. Just a minute. Okay, let me see the functionality here. Here what I'm doing, here I'm taking only phase out PNP out under location one only. This one. I'm selecting only the phase one CVC under location L1. Here I maintain history as 1000, equally has to distribute. Up to 10. Okay, now I have the history, and for this product I have to maintain. I'm going to generate this. Anyway, yes. Here it is. And one for the screen. Forecast. See, if you see here, the present to the profile. See, we given it as 20, 40, 60, 80, 150, 150, 60, 60, 30. Okay. I'm sorry here. It's zero means if you didn't maintain anything, it's represented as zero itself only. It's not taken as 1,000. It's not taken as 100%. It's taken as zero. Previously I tell it as 100, take as 100%, but I take it as a zero only. Okay. Let's see the results. See, here I don't want the forecast values for November and December month for this year. Here I don't get the forecast values for month and month 12, and I get the values for the year 2021. For 2021, I get the results. From see, if you see first month, second month, I get the results, third month, fourth month, fifth month, sixth month, I get the results like this. After that, I don't get. After that, I don't want also. I didn't maintain. And at the time also, I maintain the percentage. Yeah, I maintain the percentage also 20, 40, 60, 80, 150, 150, 60, 30, like that. I maintain the percentage. Okay. See, result is like 20, 40% for 1,000, 40, 160, 20%, 60%, like that. Here zero means why is a blank means that here I didn't maintain any. Get a 1,000. It is zero only. Let me change here. Here I am taking as 1,000. Let me load it now. Now. Load it again. Just feather. Product. The location that I want to display. Just loading the values. See, this is the results. This is the results which are saved is already saved. Now I'm going to do the changes. Here I'm in the values. 1,000. Okay. Yes. Save. Come back. Okay. So here is a 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. For convenient purpose, I am taking this 1,000.
We get the exact 1000. We get different values for the understanding purpose only. I am taking these values. Okay.
But see, if 40, 60, 1,000, like this is like the values you get like with respect to the percentage. Okay, up to for 1 year I get a forecast value. After that I don't want. Why? Because I don't want the values. I don't want the values after 1 year. I want the values only for 1 year. Like that I get the values. This is about see, this is the history values and this is my forecast values. Okay, and I want this part like this, and after some time I don't want this. Okay, this is about the life cycle planning. Let me conclude here. See, life cycle planning is one of the feature of the APO demand planning. Under life cycle planning, we have two functionalities. One is life profile, and the other is phase in, phase out. Phase in, phase out. A product life cycle consists of different. That means if business wants to maintain data for a certain period of time and they don't want for remaining periods and they want to discontinue, for that we can suggest the business go for the phase in, phase out profile. And for example, if a newly launched product which don't have history, they want but they need to forecast, but they need the forecast values. In that case, they consider similar properties product history, similar properties product history, and generate the forecast by considering the similar properties product history data, generating the forecast. This is called the life profile. While creating this life profile and phase profiles, the first thing is we need to activate the life cycle planning option in the master forecast profiles. And another one is then the next is creating a profile and assignments. Here we have one additional functionality, means if you want see if in case of life profiles, if you want the history, if you want more history, that means we have past history as in if we have past history, that means similar product history. We have similar product history that consider P1 history, and for that history we need more. We want more. Otherwise, we want the 20% history among them. We can change that. We can select it. We can select under profiles, profile creation. Okay, this is about phasing. This is about life cycle planning. And I forget to tell one feature. Okay.
See, but for phase in profile, we can assign the for phase in sorry, for phase in phase out product, which means that if you want to maintain a phase in phase out for a particular product, for that product we can also assign the like profiles also, which means that see, this is the phase in phase out product. I assign the phase in phase out profile, and parallelly I can add like profile also, which means that it generates the forecast value by considering the like profile.
We can assign the like profiles also for the phase in phase out CVCs, but not for the for P like. We need to for P like also we can do the. It will be vice versa. It is vice versa. We can do it. Okay, this is about the life cycle planning, phase in phase out, and come to the remaining topics. What we miss is Till now we covered like here, like this: MPOS, completed, storage bucket, master. We covered MPOS, storage bucket profile, master bucket profile. Under this master bucket univariant, we are not going to cover this multi-linear composite. Why? Because it's 99% we are going to use univariate profiles only. We covered design and define planning book. We cover entire demand planning. Additionally, we design life cycle planning, which is one of the feature of AP demand planning. And the remaining things are macros, proportional factors, pass to SNP. These macros I will go cover in the coming session. Next session I'm going to cover. Okay. Today this is from my end for today. Thank you.